particularly grateful to the science department of the Embassy of France in India and to the current French scientific counselor, Madame Véronique Briquet-Logier. Science department has continuously supported us. They have always been very supportive to us to facilitate the scientific exchanges between India and France.
Subcontinent and Karnataka, it heavily depends on the monsoon. The entire economy depends on the rainfall. And this variability of this rainfall is also very high.
The lack is not so much of water, but of water management.
In India, the use of water for agriculture is probably nearly 80%, close to 80%. Much of the water was near to canals, near to rivers, which was available to people. The upland areas were far from these water sources. The technology provided them to be able to dig wells, boreholes deep in the upland, and that water they could access from the groundwater. Availability of groundwater helps them to get the basic crop feasible for that year. We're talking about 25 million wells being installed in India. It has developed an opportunity to everyone to access the water.
And there was an explosive growth in groundwater irrigation throughout India. About 28 to 30% of the total electricity generated in India is used to pump groundwater.
How efficiently you use this electricity? If I know when to tell the farmer to use this electricity, when not to use, how much water to pump, how much not to pump. So he is agreeing to put the drip irrigation. Humans have come, modified these watersheds. There is people who are pumping the groundwater and pouring it on the top and creating more evaporation. So some places the water is cut off going to the streams. This river right now is flowing completely of groundwater. There is no rain for the last 4 months. So now you can say how much is groundwater contribution to the stream flow.
The most important technology that we need in the water sector today is measurement.
This one, wherein the water which falls will know what is the nitrate in the groundwater.
And the farmer uses this water for irrigating his lands, and also he uses the same water for drinking also. And the permissible level is just 45 ppm of nitrate, but here we found it is around 100 to 120 ppm.
Soils need fertilizers because the nutrients are utilized by crop when the crops are growing.
Well, one suggestion to the farmer would be to maybe put a bit less nitrate. The farmer will irrigate his field with that groundwater, which is already nitrate rich.
The groundwater has that nutrient, and if they understand so that they don't have to add new nutrients.
Yes. We have focused in the recent past on one interesting subject of how does the soil moisture plays an important role for farmers. Can we estimate it through ground measurements? Can we estimate it through satellites? Because measuring on the ground is involving several thousands of farmers. It's not easy to measure in every farmland. For example, there is a satellite on SMOS
to monitor and improve water management.
Megatropic is for rainfall.
Right now, from the megatropic satellite, we get humidity in 6 layers in the atmosphere, because that's very important for monsoon.
680 kilometers above the Earth's surface, and this is the spacecraft. Once this solar panel is deployed, during that period, 3-month period, they will deploy the antenna, which will actually help detect or measure soil moisture. That means the radiation coming from from the Earth's surface.
There is an excellent institution called Karnataka State Natural Disaster Monitoring Cell, looking at how much is the rain, first of all. The interesting part with this agency is they collect all the data at one place.
We have the ground level measurement. This is satellite based.
This Indo-French center, with using the SMOS, they are going to provide me soil moisture at 1.5 hectare. That's the third component. These three are going to sit on one another. Well, you got enough moisture, don't irrigate, don't use groundwater. Oh well, you are reaching critical stage, you use groundwater. Power is free, the farmer indiscriminately goes on pumping his water, and because though my center is called Karnataka State Natural Disaster Monitoring Center, what is natural disaster? When somebody wants water and the water is not available when they require, it is a disaster.
The final management of water lies with the people who use this water. The farmers, it could be the people like us who use our water in our homes in an urban setting. When you interact with the Indo-French cell and the French scientists, you bring international experience on solutions of water.